Okay, my friends, hope everybody is well. Now, in this part of the series of parting out a dishwasher, I'm going to go, we're going to do this live. We're not actually going to list the item on eBay, but I'm going to show you how to look up parts from your dishwasher. And by the way, this process can be used on any item you're parting out. I've used this same process for parting out microwaves. Use it a lot for vacuum cleaners, washers, dryers. So what I'm going to show you here, the tips, tricks, and the system and the process that I use that works for me can be used for almost anything you're parting out as long as you have the model number. I've never really had to use a serial number, but I've got all the information here. So let's get started here. So like I said before when I first showed you the dishwasher and what to look for and where the model number is located at. That's already in the first series. I took a picture of the tag, of the model tag, made sure it was clear, trimmed it up obviously so I can read it, and I went over to Google. So what I do is I have three screens usually up. I have the screen of the photo of the tag, and then I have a Google screen up. I've already typed in the model number there. And then I also have an eBay screen. You can use sessions, tabs, whatever works for you. I'm doing this on Chrome if that makes any difference for people. And my eBay layout may look different than others because I have an eBay store. So this layout may look different. Don't worry about it. I'm going to type in the part number right there once we find it. All right, so there's our model number. So I'm going to take that model number and I'm going to put it right into Google, which I did. I'm going to press enter again. And you're going to see a ton of parts here. I have had good luck making sure there's any other thing here. I have had good luck using Part Select. Don't know why, it just seems to work for me. So this should display the parts. And this is going to be a real video. Hey, it may not, some of these screens may be wrong and I may have to, oops, let me try this. But because they change these screens all the time on these sites, which is fine. Okay, so now we're in the Part Select website for the parts for that dishwasher, making sure it's the same part number or the same model number, which it should be, but always good to be sure. And it looks like it is. Okay, General Electric dishwasher. So let's look up the racks because we talked about the racks, and I'm going to show you some other parts that may sell for some good money. What I concern myself with is how fast can I get the part off? Like I said before, I don't want to spend an hour getting a part off to make $10. If I'm getting to a part that's worth $10 and I'm taking parts off that are worth $10, that's different. So remember, keep an eye on your time when you're parting out these items of anything you're parting out. Let me make my ugly mug a little bit bigger so you can see my ugly face. So let me see. And this is, I'm going through just like anybody else would go. I'm pretty sure it might be under the body parts. Kind of a weird name. Okay, I'm going to shrink this down a little bit because now my ugly mug is too darn big. Okay, so here we go. All right, there is the upper rack and there is the lower rack. Now, I don't worry about all these other little pieces. I'm not going to sell these other little pieces. I'm going to make sure that they're there, and if they're not there, I'm going to state that, hey, this whatever this is called, excuse me, my vision is not what it was, 667. Okay, so let's look down at, hopefully all this stuff is in here. Sometimes this stuff is not in here. Like, for example, that 667 number is not in here, but I'm not worried about it. So just make sure that your rack has all the items like these other little tiny attachments. And I forget if ours did or not, but if it doesn't, please state that, hey, it's missing some of this stuff. I always say what you see is what you get in the listing. So let's look at the lower rack. The number is 701, it looks like. So we're going to scroll down here. 701, lower dish rack with wheels. So we're going to click on this. I'm going to give you lots of tips and tricks on the way when we're doing this. And I'm going to repeat stuff that's really, really important. Okay, first of all, let me say that you don't want to use this part number. This part number is for Parts Select, this website. What you're after is this manufacturer's part number. This is the number you want to use in your listings. You don't want to use this number. You want to use the manufacturer's part number. So that is very important in your listing. So there's your manufacturer's part number, and I'm going to copy, select it, drag it, Control C, and then I'm going to go over to eBay, and I'm going to paste that in, Control V, and I'm going to hit enter. And like I said, my layout may look different than everybody's else. Okay, everybody, you have to understand with eBay, everybody looks, oh, wow, this is what this sold for. No, this is what people are asking for the item. So what you got to do is go down here on the side. And this will not be a total eBay tutorial. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks. I have another video series for that I'm going to offer to you guys very, very cheap, make it very affordable since you have already paid for this course. So we're going to select used because that's what it is. Okay, that narrows it down a little bit, but then I could have selected the other ones. I'm going to do one at a time for you guys. Then you want to go all the way down and you want to collect solds and completed items. Now, when you select solds, usually completed clicks on its own, and it does. Okay, so you can see some of the prices. People are charging insane amounts of money on shipping. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't like doing that, to be quite honest with you. What I would rather do is, I don't look like 60. Here we go. I've never seen shipping like this before on racks. This person here is offering $70 free shipping. I'm thinking shipping would cost on this lower rack $20, $25, $27, $29. All depends where it's going. Out west, probably $27, $29 out to California or Washington. And it would go out FedEx. I usually send these things out FedEx unless it's very local, like I'm in North Carolina, if it's in North Carolina or Virginia or South Carolina. But most of the time, these go out FedEx. So here is a reasonably priced one. So let's say it's $70, free shipping. So we're going to take, I'm doing this on my phone. We're going to take $70, and the fees and everything for eBay is about 12%. So we're going to subtract 12% from $70. Okay, so we're at 61. We're at 61.60 after fees, and then we're talking shipping. So let's say, for argument's sake, let's even say shipping is, let's go really, really high on the shipping. Let's even say it's $30 for the shipping. So on this, you're going to make $31.60 if you sell it at $70 with free shipping. In your listing, make sure, like this person did, see how he has, or this seller has, all the models it fits GE, Hot Point, and we'll go back and I'll show you how to find that out on the part screen. He has a rack assembly. I wouldn't put that pound sign in there. That's just me. eBay and Google does not like special characters, but again, I tell people, oh, eBay and Google, they hate special characters. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's you're not going to get the item sold, and this person sold the item. So I prefer not to do it, and I know people prove me wrong all the time, and that's fine. But I would not do it. So he's got the part number. Is this the actual part number from where we were? Let's see. Yep, that's the part. That's one of the part numbers, and here's another part number. Now let's go back to the screen where the part is that we found on Part Select. Why do I like Part Select? I don't know. I've been using it forever. I think that's why I like it. Here's all the part numbers. Now, here it is. General Electric. This guy must have used the same thing here. General Electric Hot Point, or this person must have used the same thing here. General Electric Hot Point for his title. There are all the part numbers. Now, what I would do, and here, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do a sell one like this. You can do a sell one like this. You can create one yourself, but just for the demonstration here for the rack. And you can use this for all the parts, to be honest with you. This is going to be the lower rack. And again, we've checked the lower rack for rust. If it has rust, we're going to state it has rust. We're going to show pictures of any damage from the rust. You can try and fix the rust. We're going to use those little caps that I showed you if the ends of the tines are rusted, if you want to do that. And I would state that you've capped off, there's some rust on the tines. So even if this was rusty, you probably could still sell it, stating there's rust on it, because a lot of people have old dishwashers and their racks just fall apart and they're just looking for something to replace it temporarily. So even if you make $20 on this, yeah, I'm sorry, to me, even if you make $15 on this, I would definitely sell it. So let's do a sell one like this. Like I said, I could create a listing from scratch, but just for this demonstration, let's do a sell one like this, and I'll give you some tips and tricks with your listing. Like I said, this is not an eBay. I'm going to teach you how to do a whole listing. I'm going to give you some tips and tricks. So his title looks pretty good, except for that pound sign. I wouldn't use subtitles because you pay for that. I don't do any additional pay things for eBay except for promoted listings, and that's down at the bottom. That's where your listing gets. You'll see it on the side when you're looking at things on eBay. Those are promoted listings. It gets double exposure. This goes on my store. These are categories from my store. Ignore those if you don't have a category. If you don't have a store. UPC, if you can find it, put it in there. It's hard to find a UPC on parts most of the time. So it's okay to leave that blank, but it's really best if you can find it to put it in there. Obviously, it's used. And this is where I would describe the dishwasher rack. It's clean. It's got rust. It's in good shape. Excuse me. It's got some issues. And I always state not responsible for part not fitting. I use all kinds of nomenclature here. Please refer to part sites to make sure your model number, the part number fits your model. Not responsible for item not fitting. I use all that kind of stuff in there. This protects you on a return if it is not your fault. When you use the condition descriptions, your pictures, you're going to take those from your phone. I use my phone. People still use cameras, whatever. There's no right or wrong way, whatever works best for you. To me, it works better to use my phone. I use the eBay app and also the desktop version of eBay. I would create my listing on my desktop, on my laptop, and I would go back to eBay app after I save it here and then upload the pictures to the listing, sometimes editing them on my phone and other times just editing them on my computer. So I try and put as many pictures as I can. Like I said, I do all angles, tops, bottom, sides. Three measurements with the 3 pictures of measurements, length, width, and height. Maybe a picture of the wheels so they know the layout of the wheels. Item specifics are very, 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 I can't stress how important item specifics are for eBay and Google. If they're here, use them. Let me give you an example here. Let's say we wanted to change the color or we were adding a color. It wasn't in there. You want to pick something from the pull-down menu. These have been searched by millions of buyers, and you want to try and pick something from the pull-down menu. Here he has the other part number, and I want to show you something here. Okay, he just has one of the part numbers. Now, what I would do here is I would do this. I would come over here, and I would copy these over 4 at a time. I'm dragging them. You see what I'm doing, and I'm hitting my Control C and I'm going back over here and I'm hitting Control V. You can leave the commas in there. You can take them out. I prefer to take them out, but for this demo, I'm trying to save you guys some time. And you're going to add that set. Then you're going to go down. You're going to flip the screen or your tab. Do 4 more. You want all these part numbers in here. MPN, they're called part numbers too. You want all those part numbers in there. You want to put your model number. You want to copy and paste your model number, which the model number really should be up here, and I would make room for it somehow to put it up there. What I would do here is I would do the model number and the original part number. I would do the model number and this number in the description. But I would also put the model number down here where it wants it. Type is a rack. These are all item specifics. Hopefully rack is in here, I think. There it is, rack. Power source, you don't have to put anything. You don't have to do, I don't know anything about these. I try and use all of them if I can. Compatible brands would be, since it came out of what was it? Was this a GE? We don't even know what model it was. Yeah, it's a GE. So I would copy these out and put those down here for compatible brand, compatible model. I don't know what the compatible models are. It just says it would be up in those model numbers would be in here somewhere. And I wouldn't waste my time pulling all that out. It's going to, it takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to do a listing. I mean, it's going to take you a while to do your first listing on eBay. It's just going to take a while, before you get used to it. Power source, you could fill that in if you want. Compatible brand, we already talked about that. Custom bundle, no, it's not a custom bundle. Custom bundle is if I was going to include something else in it, like the silverware tray, that would be a custom bundle. Then I would say yes, and I would put silverware tray, include silverware tray, but it's not a custom bundle. I don't know why it says glossy. I would just put white, but that's just me. There's no manufacturer's warranty. Make sure you say none to that. Set includes, you could just say rack, lower rack, and that's it. You could add that in there. They don't here. We'll do it real quick. Lower rack. That's added. I don't know if it's Energy Star or not. Material would be rubber coated plastic. You could put that in there if you like. I don't know what country it is. Power. I don't know. It doesn't look like you could check anything in there. Number of items in set. There is no set. This would be white. And this is where I would put my physical measurements of the item in here also, since it's there. This is for California. You can copy and paste this. If you type in California Prop 65 warning on Google, there will be a little 2 sentences. You can copy and paste that in there if you like. It's about pollution and plastics. Then what I do for the description is I copy and paste my title, and I copy and paste anything I had in the condition descriptions. Title goes first line, condition descriptions go to second line. That is that. Then my price would be whatever we said was $70. All depends how these sold. Now I'm seeing a mixture. We saw a mixture of free shipping and paid shipping. Now I would not charge $65 for shipping. If I were to charge shipping, I would sell the rack for about, I always try and keep my shipping lower than the price of the item. So our total price was $70. I would probably sell the rack for maybe $33, and the shipping be the difference. Maybe shipping be $26 or $29, something like that. As close to $70 as I could get it. You can also do a best offer. That is totally up to you. I'm not a big fan of that because it turns into an auction basically where you have to send an invoice and everything. But if you do a PayPal, required payment immediately, the money goes right out of their PayPal into yours and you can ship the item. This is my sales tax figures. I'm not an accountant. I don't play an accountant on TV. Do what you want. Pay your taxes. Don't listen to people say you have to earn so much before any money you make, you got to claim. 30-day returns. Now, this is your minimum you can do on eBay now. It used to be 14 years ago. And I remember that day when I went to 30 days, I was like, oh my gosh. But I'm very descriptive with my items. If there's damage, if there's anything, I tell people what's going on. Now, let's talk about shipping real quick. I usually pick economy shipping. You have to do flat rate. I usually pick economy shipping because that allows me to use any of eBay's shipping options. All of these I can use if I pick economy shipping. But I'll be honest with you, this is probably going to go out FedEx. So I would probably just put this as flat rate, FedEx, and I don't do, okay, so we're not going to do, okay, so we do free shipping. You just click that and you would do FedEx Smart Post is a collaboration between the post office and FedEx. Post office sends it, or FedEx. If you drop it off at FedEx, it goes to the closest FedEx location, and the post office picks it up. If you drop it off at the post office, it goes to the closest post office, and FedEx picks it up. Where is FedEx? At FedEx Ground. That's what I would pick because it's probably going to go FedEx. And remember, if whatever you have here, you have to ship it. You can't ship this post office if it's going FedEx. You could, but eBay, if there's a problem with shipping, eBay may not back you up if there's a problem with shipping. So if you're debating, well, FedEx, post office, you can do another additional service if you like, or you can just do economy shipping. Like I said, the only problem with economy shipping is you see that 1 to 5 days. If I were to pick economy shipping, it's 1 to 10 days. And sometimes that scares people, but 99% of the time I'm shipping it out FedEx and they're getting it much faster. So let's do FedEx Ground. Set your handling time for whatever you can ship it out at. Don't do 1 day if you can't send it out in 1 day. I personally, this is almost my full-time business. I'm home, especially now with this virus. So I can ship my things out almost instantaneously when I sell them. Pick anything, anyone that works. I would not go out really far. I would probably go maybe 2 days, maybe 3 at the max. eBay loves 1 day or same day. It will bump you up in search if you do 1 day or same day, just like free shipping bumps you up in search too. So just remember, back to shipping, if you're going to do free shipping, make sure you add the shipping in there. I would add a minimum or a maximum minimum, whatever, of $30 for shipping. You're going to ship this thing out either at $22 to about $30. This is your promoted listing. Let me explain this real quick. This is where you can give it whatever percentage you want to give it. I only give it 1%. eBay takes enough of my money. I love eBay, don't get me wrong, but they take enough of my money. 1% gets me on the promoted listing list where people can see the item on the side of the screen as they're looking for other things. I don't mess around with that. So that is basically the listing. I'll give you a lot of meat and potatoes there. Almost what you would have paid for, but there's a lot more in the paid version of this. I take you through. It's a 2 hour course broken down into 20-minute segments. We go through the whole step-by-step thing, but that's it for the part. So you're going to use the same process, whether you're doing a rack, a control board, a detergent dispenser, a microwave tray, whatever. You're going to use the same process for all of that, for anything you're selling. So let me see what else I can find here. So that is basically it on this thing. Remember, you are going to use this number or this item number. Oh my gosh, part number. I'm sorry. Manufacturer's part number. You're not going to use the site's manufacturer number. That means nothing. That means only something to people on this site. And maybe if you're going to order this part from this site, you can say, oh yeah, I need a PS3, 4, or whatever. You want to use this number on your eBay listing and when you're searching. Let's go back and see what other parts we can possibly look up. And this is what I do. All right, so we got the lower rack. We know the upper rack. Let's see what the upper rack is going to sell for. I'm not going to save this listing. I'm going to cancel it, and it's going to say, are you sure you want to cancel it? Yes. All right, so we're going to go back up here into search again. We are going to, there's the upper rack. We're not going to use this number. We're going to use the manufacturer number, copy and paste. Copy and paste the whole number. Right up into here. Control C after I selected it. Control V. Hit enter, where you can hit that search. There are these. Remember, these are just what people are asking for. These are all buy it nows, or this one's a buy it now or best offer. That I told you before. I do buy it nows 90% of the time. I don't do auctions too much. Okay, there's not too many of these racks out there. Just out there. So that's good. There's only 3 of them out there. So we got prices all over the place. Like I said, I can't remember which one was rusted and which one wasn't. I think the upper rack was in pretty good shape. There was minor rust on it. So we could do pretty good on that. I know the lower rack was pretty beat up from what I remember. And it's okay to, hey, say, I don't want to mess with the rusted rack. I'm just going to throw it out. That's fine too. Don't sell something if you're not comfortable selling it damaged. You need to be comfortable selling it damaged. You need to understand, hey, I might get this returned, even though I've stated, hey, it's got rust in it, even though I've stated it's parts or parts for repair, whatever that selection is for the condition. Just if you're okay with that, then you can sell it rusted. But if you're not, just throw it away and don't mess with it. So this guy is asking $119. Wow. Why is he asking so much? But he's not getting it. He's asking. So let's stop looking at that. Let's look at used. And go back down here again. You only want to look at solds and completed. I have people call me up all the time. I do consignment, and they say, man, I got something you can sell for me. Man, it's sold for $3,000. I look, and I'm going, you're not looking at solds. Solds and completed are very important. Let's see how many we got here. We have a few. Now, these are different looking racks. Maybe a part number matches here or there, but they're different looking. So we're concerned with these few up here. We have, again, $77. Again, this rack is going to go ship, let's say, $30 at the most. This rack does not have the spinner thing on it, which is fine. You can take it off. You can keep it on. I keep it on. I don't take it off. So it looks like the upper rack goes for some really, really, really good money. Like this guy. Okay, this shipping isn't bad. $29.99, $30, $50. And he's doing flat rate shipping. He's not doing calculated. This one's doing free shipping. So see, look, the free shipping, July 16th, free shipping is on top. So he probably sold it because he has free shipping. Just add it into the price like he did here, $77.99. He's adding in shipping. As you can see, this person is not adding in shipping. He's got shipping as a figure. He's not calculating the shipping. This guy is doing free shipping. He's asking $99. Now, you can do this many ways. You can do $77.99, $76.99. We paid nothing for this. You could do $69.99 free shipping. Or you can go higher. I've seen people go higher. I've gone higher. I might say $82.99 and see what happens. I may do $82.99 with a best offer and just see what happens. And sometimes people buy the full price anyway. They don't mess around with trying to lower the price on you. You can do $99, free shipping. This one has no bottom rack on it. This is $49.99 with $44 shipping. I probably would set my price at this, $49.99 with $44.84 shipping is what I would do. So that's the lower rack. And real quick, how I ship these, people ask me, how do you ship these things? How do you ship a rack? I'm going to do another, it'll be another video series in the class here I'm doing. I basically get a big box at Home Depot or Lowe's, a medium-sized, heavy-duty box they have. I think it's $2.35. Grab it, buy it, bring it home, cut it down in the center so it opens up flat, flip it over so the writing's on the inside, lay this rack in the center and just fold one end over, fold the other end over, let it overlap a couple inches, cut it, tape it really good. I actually use that black Gorilla tape for the first piece of tape to hold the box together, to hold it together, the piece I cut, and then I use a utility knife, nothing fancy. I don't know where it's at. Organization here is important, and I just cut the ends like a Christmas gift or birthday gift. Fold the two flaps in, one flap over, and I just tape the living heck out of the box. I use about a quarter of a roll of packing tape. So I'm using a quarter of a roll of like a packing tape like this. If you don't have a tape gun, get a tape gun, please. It'll save you so much time and so much aggravation. So, and that's all I do. I don't put bubble wrap. I don't do anything. I have never had a rack get damaged. I used to use bubble wrap in a bigger box and blah, blah. And the measurements come out really close to your original measurements that you gave in your listing, maybe an inch bigger, maybe 2 inches thicker and stuff like that. But so let's see what other parts will sell. This will be fun. We have that. So we're making pretty good money. You're probably up to what, 60, 80 bucks already from an item you got for free off of Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. Or don't forget, always tell everybody what you're doing. Some of your neighbors, friends will call you up and say, hey, you still selling eBay parts? Do you want this dishwasher? I don't want to take it to the dump. Perfect. Take your parts out. Take it to the dump when you're done taking your parts out. All right, so let's see what other parts I've sold. Here I can't. Let's go back to the thing. Okay, let's look at the door. Okay, this is the one that doesn't have the soap dispenser. This is the one that has the weird. Doesn't this have the weird little dish or something that really doesn't have any mechanical soap dispenser? But let's look at the control board, and I think that is it right there. 904. These control boards can go for some good money. Now, I don't really test the control board. There's a process that that's in the documentation under control board on how to test these. You need a multimeter and stuff like a multimeter and to know what you're doing. I sell these sort of as used, and if there's a problem, I immediately refund the person. I don't even ask for it back. That is not the control board. That is the sequence switch. Like I said, this is going to be real as can be. Is that it? 8:15? That looks like, I don't know if that's it. Nope. Where's the control board at? This is really weird. Is it in here? Is that it? 905? Like I said, everyone is different. Not every dishwasher is the same. There it is, control board. Okay, so new is going for $167. So right there, you know, I'm probably going to make pretty good money off of this. So we're going to, again, same process over and over again. Like I said, any part you're looking up, this is what you do. It's a big control board. I've sold these before. So we're not going to use this. We're going to use the manufacturer's number. I'm going to copy and paste, Control C, come over to eBay, Control V, hit enter, and there they are. And look, it defaulted already to you sold, but I want to make sure I'm looking at used ones. All right, so this one means they were asking $44.95, but it went for best offer. I don't know what it went for. There used to be a way on how to check that, but they've gotten rid of all that. Here's one for $65. It's a pretty big unit. His pictures are pretty good. You want to try and do white backgrounds if you can. Google loves white backgrounds. eBay loves white backgrounds. At least for your first picture, try and do a white background. So I'm pretty sure the control board is good on this one. They said it was leaking or something was rusty. The rack was rusty. That's why they were getting rid of it. Okay, so see, you got prices all over the place. And remember, you got this for free. I got you all excited with the $169 new price. I know this stuff happens. This is free shipping. This is probably a pretty light item. It might go first class. I don't know. It's probably a pound or two or three. Um, so we got 19.99. See, look at the prices are all over the place. 59, 58. He's charging for shipping 860, 876 for shipping, 870. So you're probably best charging. I would do 9.49 for shipping, and I would probably ask 39.99 for this. Is what I'm thinking. Yeah, 39.99 plus the nine something for shipping, and that should sell. Let's look at see what's out there. These are the sold ones, but I want to see what's out there on eBay right now with these. So we got prices all over the place again. Okay, I don't know what that is. That's a that's a weird picture, but okay. Looks like the same person selling these. He must be doing a lot of parts too. There's a lot of money in selling parts on eBay. So yeah, okay, all right. I don't know what other parts. Let's poke around here and see. Like I said, this is what I do. Let's see. Sometimes if you can get it off, sometimes this front piece sells if it's in good shape. I forget if this one was in good shape. And actually, even sometimes if you can collect all the screws and everything, all the hardware from the dishwasher, you could sell that for not much, probably like $10. But if you can collect all the screws, and like I said, I'm going to show you how to do all that. And I'm also going to, if you get the toolkit, you don't have to get the toolkit, but the toolkit will have all the tools you need. And we're going to include a magnetic bowl in there, a mechanics bowl, that you can put all the screws in there while you are taking these screws off, because trust me, those screws will find their way into your tire out in the driveway somehow. So that's why I like using a magnetic bowl. Let's look at this, and then let's even look at um, this front panel. Believe it or not, I've sold these front panels on Bosch dishwashers and KitchenAid stainless steel ones. They are slow sales, long tail sales, people call them. All right, so let's look at 901. Sounds like a time. 901. Okay, so that is the part number. We're not using we're not using the website part number. There you go. It's pre-owned. Holy heck. Look at that. Now interesting, but look at the it's a whole different style. Do you see this one? Is a different layout than this one. Kind of weird. This is a black one. What ours looked ours was this style, wasn't it? It was just actually the same exact dishwasher I have in my kitchen. It was this style. I don't even see, well, there's that style, same thing there. Kind of, so you got to be careful. So let's look at solds, and then we got to change, we have to look at used too. Who knows? Look, it looks like there's only one sold out there now. It did sell July 6th recently, so that's a good thing. If it's in good shape, I don't know let's see what this guy is including. Sometimes people include everything in these things. Let's look. Let's look at this. Sorry about that. Let's look at the pictures. Very nice on a green background. I would definitely use a white background though. And let's see. Okay, so he's just selling the show, the outside case. If it is not cracked and is clean and not yellowed and dirty and grimy, I'm more worried about if it's not yellowed or cracked. Dirt and grime you can clean off within minutes. I might list this and see what happens. Make $20. You took the part off anyway to get to the control board. All right. I'm interested in the front panel. Like I said, sometimes these panels sell, sometimes they don't. I don't know what the condition is of the front panel, but you're gonna have to take it off anyway to get to the control board and stuff. So let's see, what was that number? Kind of weird. There's like two of them. 117 or 717. Whoops, what happened here? See, I'm showing you some. Oh, the struggles of looking up things here. Okay, here we go. Front cover long, white. There is your part number. And let's see. Now, even if we don't see this on eBay, don't think sometimes, hey, I can't sell it because there's no other ones on eBay. There is nothing out there on eBay. I personally probably would not even list this um, because there's none out there on eBay. But sometimes don't let that scare you. Sometimes, hey, if it's a quick list and you can get the part off real quick, why not list it? You never know. There could be a reason why there's nothing on eBay. Maybe just nobody's really listed the part yet, and you could be the first one. So let's look at another. Let's look at the kick plate down at the bottom here. This thing here, 756. Well, I am having like 756. Well, I call it a kick plate. It's the access panel. It's the panel underneath. This may be listed. I've seen these listed before. Again, we're going to use the manufacturer's number. And we're going to base it. Control V. Bingo. Okay, there's a lot. Okay, there are some. This is new. This is pre-owned. $20. So I definitely would. Right now, I'm telling you, I would list this without even thinking. I would list it. I may even list it for less than $20 just to get rid of it. It is most of the time when somebody gives you the dishwasher, it's off and it's in the dishwasher, or they'll hand it to you as you're loading the dishwasher up. They don't want it. So this would probably be an easy sell because June 28th, June 10th, it sold recently. So there's stuff out there that's sold. I definitely would list this. Definitely would list that. So let's see what else we can. Let me see what other parts I've sold on eBay with the dishwasher. Okay, we got, and you could look up all these other parts if you like. It's totally up to you. I'm just trying to give you parts I know that I sold. So let's look at the motor, maybe. I have sold. Actually, no, I've never have sold. I'll be honest with you. I've listed stuff like this screen and this bottom piece, and I've never sold them at all. Now, watch. I'll show you. 502. Let's look at 502 real quick. All right, it's a filter gasket. If you do pull this off, make sure you clean it. Hot water, a scrub brush cleans this out really good. We're going to use again the manufacturer's number, and I'll bet you these are going to be out there. But I never have any luck selling these things. I usually leave my stuff out there for a couple months. See, there's no matches out there, so they're obviously not even selling. So I wouldn't even worry about selling that. I have sold. No, I've never sold the motor. Let's see what 311 is. No, that's the housing pump assembly. Yeah, I want. Okay, let's see what this pump is because the pump is. What number is the pump? 325. There it is right there. So that should be right there on the side of the dishwasher. And remember, you got to remember what was the reason why they got rid of the dishwasher. I can't remember. I'd have to look back on my notes on why they got rid of this dishwasher. But let's see what this pump. This pump is probably out there. And like I said, if you don't feel comfortable selling things that might get returned because you don't know if they're not working or not, then please don't do it. I don't mind doing it. Like I said, I don't even let them return it. I just immediately give them a refund and say just keep it or dispose of it, and they're happy. And they usually ask me, "Do you have one that works?" There you go. Okay, there's a brand new one. So let's look at used. Okay, well sometimes you don't see the. There we go. Sometimes there's no condition up there. Not many used ones here. This person's got the whole chenille thing. He's got the pump and the other pieces on there and everything for $34. And it did sell recently on July 12th. So that is a possibility of selling the pump. I don't know what you got to take apart to get to the pump. It's not that difficult. But again, time, you got to watch your time. Time's your enemy when you're parting out something. I don't want you guys spending hours and hours and hours parting out a dishwasher. I want you guys to spend maybe most an hour on parting out a dishwasher total, maybe an hour and a half. Like I said, it all depends. If you got a Bosch, you can make a lot of money off of the parts on a Bosch. That's a different story. But something like this, I don't want you guys spending hours and hours on parting out a dishwasher. These are parts, probably one of the model, this meets one of the part numbers that are in our listing. If you go down here, I'm sure there's a ton of part numbers here. I'm sure maybe one of these part numbers meets that criteria for that one. So I probably would sell the pump on that. Okay, let's see what other parts I have sold. And we're going to wrap this up shortly. I'd rather give you more information than not enough and let you guys, fast forward through the stuff you don't want to see. I want to give you guys value. I'm really, really into giving my students value. Make sure you're getting your money's worth. We did that. We did the door assembly. Yeah, we looked at the door assembly. Let's see this. I have seen people, like I said in the previous, you can sell these little rails. It's totally up to you. It's 4 Phillips head screws. You unscrew it. Let's see what that would be selling for. You're not going to get much for it. $650. Number 650. Ooh, there it is. Upper rail side. Let's just look at one of them. Now, when you're selling these, you want to put both part numbers down, the left and the right one. I'm sure it's the same part number. And again, you want to put all these part numbers in, like I showed you before, in the item specifics. So let's go up here. I'm sure they're going to be out here, but you're not. These don't sell for much. It's totally your call. Actually, they do pretty good. Now, I'm okay making a couple bucks on a part if it's a quick removal, which this is. So this person isn't even selling the wheels. Is he selling the wheels? He may be. Hang on. Let's click on it and see. So he's doing $18 free shipping. Okay, set of 2, and he's got the things for the rack, the inserts that you insert into the rack on these. He is not selling the actual rollers that these roll on. He's got really good pictures. Should have done the first one on white, but other than that, really good picture. And look, he even has a part number on there and everything. That's really, really good. Really good thinking. And he's, 1,600 feedbacks, which is good. Really great. This is a great listing. Very descriptive. So $18. That's going to go first class. It should be under 16 ounces. He's got the clips and everything, the end clips and everything. Probably $3 to ship it. You subtract your 12% for eBay fees and PayPal fees. So, you're looking, here, real quick. So we got 18. Okay, 12%. That's $15.84. Let's say it cost you, I don't know, let's even say it's not going to cost you $5, but let's even say $5 for shipping. So we're talking $10.84 you can make on that. Now I'm not including your shipping supplies and everything. I get all mine from dumpsters, actually, most of mine. I don't dumpster dive. I just reach in the dumpster and get them from furniture stores and body shops and stuff. So see, what I thought wasn't going to be a good sale is a good sale. So keep that in mind. And these are quick to take off once you take off the top rack, like I said. 4 Phillips screws, and you can or just take off the two top screws and don't even sell the rollers with it. I would sell the whole thing as a unit. Even at $18, I would sell the rollers and the 4 screws as a unit. I don't see anybody doing that, though, so maybe I wouldn't. Okay, see, whoa, $34. See, there you go. $35. Holy heck, I take everything I just said back on these things. I'll be selling these too. Wow, that's pre-owned too. This is open by. It's weird. Sometimes you can price something really high and on a freak thing, sell it, and then try and do it again on the same with the same item, another item, the same number, and you won't sell it. It's a freak thing. Somebody must have really wanted these things. Wow. Let's see if I can find something else here, and then we will end this video. You could try and sell that. I've tried to sell those. I never had any good luck selling those. I have tried to sell. Here, come up to the picture. I've tried to sell the heating coil. They don't go for much, and shipping that's a big box. Um, where is that part that I've sold? It's some little water switch or something. Is that it? 560, and then we'll be done. I said this every time we find something else for you guys. 560 body valve drain check. Okay, let's see what this one is. This is similar to something. Okay, body valve drain check. See what I'm doing? I'm just poking around. I'm inside. I'm not outside. I'm not sweating. I'm relaxing. That's what I love what I'm doing here. Okay, so we've copied. Control C. Control V. Enter. Brand new, brand new, brand new. Let's see. Oh, that's sold. So here we go. New. They're not selling for much. I wouldn't mess with them. So that's going to be it for this. How we look up parts and the process of what we do. Again, it's pretty easy. Very quickly, you're going to have 3 tabs or 3 windows open. One of your picture of your part tag. One of Google, which I'm going to get out of here. And you're going to put your model number in Google. And one of eBay. You can either do tabs or windows, whatever works for you. So I hope this helped you out. I tried my best to give you as much information as I possibly can. I even went pretty in-depth on listing on eBay, which I didn't want to do in this video, but I gave it to you anyway because I didn't want to occupy a lot of time. But so we're going to move on to another session on how to part out an item. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Appreciate it. You have a great day. Bye-bye.